first thing you want to do is wash your hands. After you finish washing your hands, dry them off, obviously. Next thing we're going to do is prep. So, whoops. The first part about prep is to get all the shit that you need out. So, red pepper, garlic, black pepper, oregano. I'll use some of that. Olive oil. Don't need that. That's for a later video. Butter. Half a pound of pasta. You can make more if you want, but I'm making that much. And I like to close the cabinets because sometimes I will hit my head on them. So, wouldn't want that to happen. Prepared sauce. I'm not making a fresh one this time. This is a source of seasoning and flavor and acid. So I'm going to be using this to season my sauce. And a little bit of sugar to counteract the acid. They already did that by adding sugar to this, but this has a decent amount of acid, so I'll add some sugar. What else? Oh yeah, meat. Half a pound of hot Italian sausage. Now for the pots. For this I use a 2-pot setup. Big pot. Or like a medium-sized pot. Small pot. Oh. Bacon fat. Love to add that to anything. Add it to everything. Spoon. Knife. space. Now this step is very important, chopping the garlic. You want to take your garlic and crush it. That'll release some nice garlic oil. I forget what it is called. I heard somebody say what it was on a cooking video once, but whatever. Maybe you can see that. I don't know. Make sure you get a nice crush going. And there's no reason to like smash down on the knife. It might cause the garlic to go flying. You can just sort of put your weight into it. So get all that garlic peeled up. Okay. Now we're going to slice the garlic. Be very careful not to put your fingers in the way of the knife so you can cut faster. We're just doing a quick mince, a rough mince. Oops. Like, that's good enough. Make sure you clean as you go. Now, there's nothing I need to chop up anymore, so we'll move to the stove. Okay. Get a saucepan, medium heat, and add the fat. So, for this, I'm going to be using that much olive oil, and grabbing some bacon fat, just don't be afraid to put some in. Now for some butter. Healthy amount. And put that in the sink because I didn't empty my dishwasher yet. Now we're waiting for that to melt. It's going to take a second. In the meantime, you can get the bacon grease off of your fingers. Once this comes up to heat, I'll add the garlic. Then I want to add the red pepper flakes. And I'm done with the bacon fat, so I'm going to put that in the fridge. oil. Cleaning as you go is very important. Whenever you get a moment in the kitchen where you don't need to pay attention 100%, you should be organizing or putting stuff away. You know, makes stuff more easy for you in the future. This fat's almost ready. It's just a bit that isn't finished yet. And with these non-stick things, use a wooden or silicone instrument. You can use plastic too, but that shit will melt. Bad idea to use plastic. Just adding the garlic. That goes in the sink. Now, the garlic is going to be fragrant as soon as you put it in, but I like to brown it a little bit. I'm going to pour myself a glass of water. I'm thirsty. Wow. Sometimes you're just waiting for garlic. See, I don't know if you can see that, but unfortunately, my brother sucks ass and he scratched the bottom of this. But it's a saucepan, so it doesn't really matter that much. Still, it's annoying to have your cooking instruments damaged like that. Alright, I'll say that's good enough. Add this now. Nah, they'll probably lose some heat or something. I don't know. Add your meat. In my case, a half pound of hot Italian sausage. And just increase the surface area so you can get it to brown. Or, I don't know, if you do it like this, you can get like some nice chunks in your pasta as the end product. Almost having like little meatballs in it, I guess. I'll be back in a second. Okay. We're getting there. I could just add the sauce now and it'll cook in the sauce, but I'll let it cook a bit more. I'll get the stuff I'm putting in the sauce ready. I can put the red pepper flakes in now. Cause that hot Italian sausage, it's not that spicy. I just put that away in the cabinet. So just getting ready this stuff that I'll be putting in the sauce. Got my oregano grinder here. I'll just add some oregano now. It's releasing more like smell when I do that compared to doing it pre-ground, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's better, but I didn't buy this. Sugar. I'll put that closer. Alright. Alright, that's long enough. Now, keep in mind this is for half a pound of pasta. So, I'll just add the rest of this container because it's in the fridge for like a week and a half or something. Although I'm sure it doesn't go bad that quick because it's probably chock full of preservatives. I'll wash it out with water so we get more tomato. I also want to put some water into the sauce because we're going to want it to, continue doing its thing. That's enough water. It's okay if you make a little bit of a mess too. Don't worry about it. You can clean it up later. And we will now move that to the back burner. Oh, actually, I wanted to season it first. I forgot. Oh, I think there's a little bit of like oil on that one or something. I don't know. The back burner. Just season it to your taste. Add in a little bit of seasoning at a time. You can use any seasoning for this. You don't have to use just salt. Salt comes in many forms. Almost. And I'm going to balance out the acid with a little bit of sugar. You don't want to put a lot in. There's already some sugar in there because the pasta companies add it in the form of like high fructose corn syrup. Okay, that tastes good. And now for the pasta. First thing, I use a different method. So first you add the pasta. And I just saw a notification. That's why I looked at my phone. First you add the pasta and add a pinch of salt. A nice 4-finger pinch, maybe a little more than that. And add some water. At this point, you want to put it on high, and you want to be able to cover the noodles plus a little extra. And you really only want to do this with noodles that you can put in like flat at the bottom. But this cooks the pasta faster. And you also retain more of the starchy goodness that will allow you to marry the sauce to the pasta easier. And you'll get like a more creamy, thick sauce that's more like inside of the pasta. And I'm just cleaning up my workplace here. One major difference with this method is you need to stir it a lot. Because you don't want the pasta to stick to the bottom or to the other pasta. And there's going to be a lot less water. So they're closer together. But there's no like rolling boil that's like pushing the pasta everywhere, keeping it separated. Let's taste if the water is salty enough. Yeah. You want like about a 1% salinity in your pasta water. So you should be able to taste it. I don't know how salty the ocean is, but probably less salty than that, but you should definitely be able to taste it. So, just chill out. I don't know, maybe a downside for this one is you don't get to leave the stove and forget that you had pasta on and overcook it. So, the reason why this is okay to do is you don't need to boil pasta in order to cook it. You only need it to get to about 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, and the boiling is sort of extra. Uh, and the less water you have, the faster it boils. And so, faster time cooking the pasta, you can just have it in immediately. No need to bring it to a boil first. And you can also, the water also comes to a boil faster, like I just said. So, see, it's already boiling right now. I don't know if it's good for my phone to get steam on it, but it's a cheap phone, so maybe maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it won't. But you're just stirring and sort of checking your noodles. See how squishy they are. I added a bit more water than I have in like past attempts at this. Uh, because it came out tad undercooked, so I figured just add a little bit more water and it'll be perfect. Because it was close, but there was just the tiniest bit inside that wasn't cooked all the way through. Better for your pasta. Uh, well, it's not good to have it undercooked, but definitely not good to have it overcooked either. So, you don't have to babysit it so much. Like, just give it a good stir once in a while. You know, probably like, uh, I don't know. You can get up and do something quick. You know, and so we're boiling pasta. Can reduce the heat on that sauce in the back. No need to have it that hot. finger a little. This is the part where you're just standing there stirring pasta. I'm just like pushing a noodle up to the side and like trying to gently cut it in half to see how cooked it is. Again, you don't have to do it this way, but I think it's like, it's definitely faster and it's more engaging. Also, like using less energy if that matters to you. I'm going to get a container ready. I'm going to put my leftovers into. I had one that I used last time in the dishwasher. It's got a plate out as well. Alright, it's starting to be ready, so take one out and let it cool for a sec and bite it. And it's almost done. It's just the tiniest bit not done in the middle. See how much water there is left. Plenty. Okay. So when it's at this stage, it's pretty much done. So what you want to do is drain it just a little. But drain like just the drain an amount like into the pasta sauce. It'll be pretty manageable because you will have less water. So, and I'm just using like something that looks like this. You can use a regular strainer. Just like you want to save some pasta water and add it to the sauce, but you don't have to drain it that much. It's just a very small amount. And there's a pasta. I haven't done this like a million times, so I haven't completely got it down yet, but add the sauce. And we're still on high heat. So sauce is going to start boiling immediately. And you want to stir this with gusto for a few minutes. And I'm rinsing out my other pot. Taking a second to do that. Okay. I think this will go more smoothly next time. But for now, it's this. I'm putting away my thing into the sink. I'm going to be doing the dishes after this. And so just do this for a couple minutes. It helps with reducing the sauce and helping the pasta absorb it. This step is called marriage. I may have used too much sauce, but that's okay. I'm comfortable turning off the heat now. Stew it for a bit more. And take it off. Now, you're going to want this to cool down a bit. Before you serve it, so I can do something else while I'm waiting for that.